What is up, chat? Happy Tuesday after the holidays. Hope everyone had a great holiday. Here with my guy Jovan, BTL episode 146 piece. Jovan, how we doing?
I'm alive, maybe
Good.
barely, but back from the holidays, ready to roll.
Sure. Santa bring anything good?
He brought me some possible canceled flights to the TCU game, so I'm gonna be in absolute piss if we don't end up getting there.
Yeah. I'm not too worried about it. I don't know. I'm no flight specialist, but it's not good. It's not good.
Yeah,
I don't
I'm
watch
worried.
the news because it just makes me upset. So I don't know what's going on with the planes and stuff. Is there too much traffic going on? Bad weather or something?
I mean,
Figure it out.
it's weather. Crew's not there for all these flights, so
Let's get the crew in check. Let's get them. Let's get them in
yeah,
action.
let's get it figured out because I better have boots on the ground for that game, or I'm gonna be incredibly pissed.
Well, a drive from Tampa to Scottsdale, it shouldn't take you too long.
No, probably like 2 days. 2 days.
So I got to leave like now.
Yeah.
Or you could pull. Hey, Forrest Gump did it on his damn feet. Jovan, I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yeah.
That motherfucker ran across the country. I mean, incredible shape he was in. Honestly, maybe we should take notes, Jovan.
Maybe
that guy. I mean, he's in incredible shape. Maybe we should run to the fucking balls. Well, I'm already in my fit. I got my fit on here. Sure. Hey, one of the two teams is winning outright, I think.
Oh yeah.
I think.
Hopefully both.
I don't know who it's going to be. Could be Ohio State's, could be TCU's. We'll see. But I think one of the two. I'm probably going to go half of you on both. ML. Fuck it.
Smart.
And I'm going to be on both dogs. Spread. They'll be barking.
Oh, yeah.
They'll be barking. I think Stroud wins this game outright.
Yeah. I mean, unbiased, I would have to say. I feel a little more confident in taking Ohio State with the points and possibly outright than us. But I don't know. I'd say I feel a little more confident in a TCU cover, like one team covering it and not winning. I think that would be TCU. But I think as far as winning outright, I'd go Ohio State.
Right. And, team-wise, Ohio State probably the third best team in the playoffs, but they're not the third ranked team. So if you think of it like a square, I mean, the fourth ranked team is getting less points against the number one seed than the third ranked team is against the 2 seed.
Yeah, exactly.
Which that's tough. That's when you start getting into, do you actually care about the rankings? We all know why the teams are ranked as they were, right? We want to get some new matchups going. So it's tough, but I don't know. I think they're both a little short. I need to go back and look at what we were dealing with the last couple of years. Like how much was, I don't know, how many points did UCF get when they were in a couple of years ago? I feel like it was more than 10.
I mean, they wouldn't count though, because that wasn't the playoff.
Or who was in it? Who was the small team that was in it last year?
Cincy.
UCF was when they threw the celebration in Disney World for the undefeated season that they only celebrated themselves. Cincy last year
hung the banner.
How many points did Desmond Ridder get last year, Jovan?
That's a great question.
I need to look that up.
I think I took that. Lost miserably.
Yeah, I know. Because every time we take one of these shitty teams, let me change my wording. Every time we take one of these newbies, the new guys, they get their dicks kicked in. Could it be a little different this year?
Yeah.
Is the playing field a little more even this year?
It's definitely a little more even. I see they got 13.5. I don't know if that's right. That's the first number that I see. But like that game, Cincinnati versus Alabama, I think there's a significant physicality difference, and not that there isn't a little bit when you're talking about TCU Michigan, but I feel like that gap is quite a bit shorter than some of the other new teams, especially them. So, got hope.
And I agree too. I think the teams are more even this year too, which should result in better games. I'm stoked.
Yeah,
I'm stoked. I know you are too, man. We'll get you out there. We'll figure it out.
We're trying.
So your flight hasn't gotten canceled yet, has it?
No, but very scared of a kind of a last minute thing, like all of these have been. Plus, I think I saw that like Southwest, because that's where I'm flying Southwest, which is scary.
Same.
And they pushed, I think, everybody's flights back to the 30th or 31st. Or like that's when you can start rebooking. So that's going to be hell, because that's when my flight is. My scheduled flight is for now.
Okay. Great.
Yeah.
Awesome. Very curious to see how it plays out.
Yeah. That's one way to put it, for sure.
Does this happen every holiday season? Is this the madness that's going on?
I'm sure there's a little madness, but I don't think anything close to like this. That's a great question. It's a great question.
It's still pending.
Still pending, but I think it's great. It should be good.
The ticket is still pending.
Yeah.
It's annoying. It's holding up your credit. I get it.
I know. I want to find out. I want to find out where
TDB
I stand.
token. I get it. Can we talk about the Packers getting to the Super Bowl? Okay. It's wild, honestly. I mean, I've been joking about, for the Commanders, everything going our way, as we continue to lose, and that's true. We still hold, final possession of that last seed in the wild card, and if we win out, we're in, right? But you look over what the Packers have needed the last couple of weeks. They've gotten every single thing and then some. It's been incredible. So they're here. They've got life. There's no doubt about it. They're right there in this thing. And with the way they've been playing, Jovan, I don't know if you're thinking this is legit or if they have a chance or if, anybody could have beaten them. I mean, Tua's brain was literally goo the fourth quarter of that game, and he was throwing to the other team. He probably thought he was playing on the other team. He probably didn't even fucking know. So it's tough, but I mean, hey, Rodgers heating up. No, there's no doubt about it. He's looking better now than he did the first couple weeks of the season. And so is the rest of that team. You think the Packers have a real chance of getting it?
No.
Okay.
I'm good. I'm going Packers. I think they very easily could lose both these games to end the season, and God forbid they win one of them. I don't see it. I mean, if they make the playoffs, even, I mean, they're going to get stomped. They're going to get absolutely demolished, whether they play the Vikings again or whether they play the Niners. I don't even know. I haven't looked at the seeding, but I don't see it with this team.
So, who do you think makes it in the 7th seed?
I think it's gonna either be I think the Giants will stay put. I think it's either going to be the Commanders or the Lions for that last spot. I think that's what it's going to end up having to be. And I think I don't know. I haven't seen the Commanders, but if they win this week, I'd say they're in a decent spot at least.
The Commanders playing the Browns this week. You just got eliminated from the playoffs at home. And then the final week of the season playing the Cowboys when they're probably going to be resting their guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe the Manders are still involved. Maybe the Manders are still here.
Maybe they are. Just maybe they are. Yeah. And I mean, if it's Commanders relying on the Packers to beat the Lions in a kind of a play-in game for them, it's not a bad spot I want to be in.
Sure. How'd the Commanders bet go? Yeah, Lord J666. Not well, brother. Not well.
Yeah. If you asked that about every bet that you chirped in this chat, you'd be having a long list.
Yeah, can't win all the bets. Wish we could. Need Philly to lose this weekend for Dallas to rest the players last week.
Yeah, that's true.
Good point, Ron.
That'd be huge.
Ron knows what the fuck's up. He does.
Yeah.
He does. So, who are they playing this week?
The Eagles?
Who are they playing this week?
They're playing the Saints, so they
Saints. Oof. Okay. Don't let the Saints get hot there, Jovan. Don't let them get hot.
I mean, shout out all the Saints love from this year, which I know was probably a little Jameis, but they just suck. They absolutely suck.
Yeah, well, their defense is good, but I mean, you can't win with just the defense, unfortunately. Yeah. Not in 2022 in the NFL. I mean, their defense absolutely heat up second half of the year. You literally can't win defense only anymore. And it's too many points.
Yeah.
Too many points. You have anything in this Georgia Southern game going on right now?
No, nothing.
Okay. I'm somehow 9-2 in bowl bets. Is that true?
Really?
Is that accurate? The fuck? That's counting the word. It counts the word. Although that probably should count.
Should, honestly. Shout out the word.
I guess 7-2 on bowl bets. Bowl bets are always decent for your boy though. They're always decent. I feel like, with so many players out and so many lines moving, I feel like a lot of the times you can kind of just bet on a team that's a heavy favorite that on paper middle of the season shouldn't be that heavy of a favorite, and the square brain's going to be like, oh, that's too many points. I'm not betting that. What the fuck? Why is I guess, for example, today we could be like, why is Wisconsin minus 4.5 today with their backup QB? I'm not betting that shit. Well, there's probably a reason they're minus 4.5. It's because OK State doesn't even want to be here anymore. They want to go home. And that's how they're going to play today. So shit like that. I feel like the bowls are good for the Sharps a little bit. Generally.
Yeah.
We've got 3 more games today. Memphis, Utah State, Coastal, ECU. That's actually a decent game, but no Grayson McCall, I'm assuming.
Believe
no
not.
way.
Believe not.
No way. I mean, he already announced he's transferring. I don't think you play after that. And then Wisco, OK State. 3 okay games. I mean, better than what we've been dealing with, right?
Yeah.
You got any thoughts on this Utah State Memphis game?
This one's tough because I think I don't know if it was opt-outs or injuries or whatever it was that drove this line down from I think 10 to 7. So it's tough. The totals also dropped, so I assume that's all correlated. So I mean, I would have to lean with the move, I guess, with taking Utah State plus the points. I just don't love buying whatever bad news is associated with it. But it's probably nothing that I'll bet in that game, but that's where I'm at.
It's looking like Grayson McCall is going to play.
Oh, I'll fade that.
Yeah, ECU laying 7 against Grayson McCall is crazy.
Yeah, that line's moved down, I think, half a point or whatever since, or even more than that, I guess, since I guess that was announced. But I'll lay anything with ECU. Grayson McCall is transferring, and he doesn't want to be there. A lot of the players aren't going to want to play for him. This ECU team is the streakiest team, whether you talk about week to week. And I just don't think Coastal Carolina was that good with Grayson McCall either. So, I mean, I'll fade the hell out of him.
Yeah. And ECU's quarterback's still playing too. I mean, this is the top 50 offense in the country. In ECU, they don't play like a D. They don't play like a D, but
yeah,
they can score.
Good with the over too. I mean, it's square, but I don't think either of these defenses is stopping anybody.
Yeah, I'll probably be on the Pirates today. I know they're missing their center. They're missing their tight ends. They're a really good tight end who's sitting out. I think he's going to the draft. But like I said, ECU laying 7 against Grayson McCall, one of the best quarterbacks in college football over the past 4 or 5 years.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to give it a look. I'm in. I'll be on that for sure. Okay. I think they love Grayson and he goes off today. Bert, I think that's what a lot of people are going to be thinking, brother. And I think the easy bet here, unfortunately, the easy bet is Coastal plus 7. And hey, easy bets hit sometimes, but they lose more than they hit. So I'll be off that. And then we've got Wisco and OK State that I already touched on for a second. I'm assuming you're laying Wisco because it's nasty.
Yeah, and I mean, for me, it's not even that nasty because I've been on the big fade Oklahoma State ever since they got hurt, ever since they got a bunch of guys leaving the program and everything. So it's like I know that these are teams and programs that are both dealing with, I guess, a bunch of turnover and guys not playing in this game. But who is it going to be? Garrett Rangel, I guess, starting for Oklahoma State, and they're obviously going to struggle in the trenches against Wisconsin a little bit, so they're going to have to throw the ball. And if it's on his shoulders, I am fading this Oklahoma State team. They're just not that good. They don't have the guys right now, especially with Rangel. So,
Rangel's starting, by the way.
Yeah, I figured it would be. I mean, no Spencer Sanders. Who the hell knows where he's going to go? But if it's
come on over to VT, brother. We got space.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Come on over.
You don't want it. You don't want it.
I know. But we already got our guy.
Yeah, you got your guy. I mean, I guess if that's your guy, you might want Spencer Sanders. But
okay, all right.
Low bar. But I'm down to
Money Locks. Money Locks is saying take the over. Money Locks, been a while, brother. Hope you're doing well. He's saying take the over in that game. I don't know about that, brother.
Yeah, I'd say you take the over if you like Oklahoma State, but we like Wisconsin, and I think Oklahoma State is not going to score that much, and Wisconsin can certainly do it against that defense alone, but I'd rather just take Wisconsin if that's going to be the case.
Yeah, I mean, the way we're kind of scripting this, I mean, OK State might not score 14 points today.
Yeah. That total's been moving down all morning with the line move up to Wisconsin, I think from 3.5, 4.5 in like the last 2 hours.
Yeah, it's interesting. No Krabs, I want you to tell me one last time. If you fail again, let it be the Badgers. 5U play for me. Dogod, yeah, I'll be on the Badgers, brother. Yeah, it's gross. I'm in. I'm in on Badgers. I'm in on ECU. I don't like anything in this Memphis-Utah State game. Do you got anything I can play in this or no?
Nah, I mean, like we were talking about, I'd probably lean Utah State with the points.
Yeah.
Maybe a little under, but not going to play anything myself there.
Okay. All right. College basketball?
Yeah.
What do you mean? There's like 6 games today. Come on, get excited. Yes.
Can't be excited. Can't be excited.
Why not?
Not too much to get excited about.
There's 6 games. There's plenty of games.
It's better than yesterday with 0, but I mean, we got what Texas schools are going at it, Texas and Texas Tech with 30-plus point spreads. I guess the only decent Texas team or Texas game, I guess, is the covering wagons of Northwestern State going up.
I know. I don't even want to bet them.
I might still do it. I know it's probably square. It makes a lot of sense, but I don't know. I think the shot making is going to be there against this Texas A&M defense. It's not very good, and if it's not there, it's going to play slow enough for it to stay within that short kind of line, and it keeps moving towards them. I see 15.5 now, and I woke up, it was 17.5, so I'm not against it. Not super confident in it. Doesn't scare me a little bit because they've covered pretty much every game. Yes,
9-2 ATS.
Yeah, I know. Everybody loves them,
and they're
for
public.
a good reason. For a good
they're
reason.
Public.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they have one of the best players in the country.
Yeah, he's a go. But I'll probably play it just because there's not much on the board. Do I love it? No, but take it.
All right. Well, there's a real game though. Seton Hall Marquette. That's a real game.
That is a real game.
You got any thoughts on this one?
I mean, just off the rip for me in a Big East game, that seems like a lot of points for Marquette, and I know they're playing pretty well.
They're coming off that loss though in the game against Providence, where
they are.
I don't really know if I could say they were a favorite because they bounced back between being a favorite and a dog like 100 times in that game.
Yeah.
It's a fatty spread. It's a fatty spread for two schools who are relatively equal. At least I think more similar than different. These two teams.
Yeah.
Marquette coming off a loss, Seton Hall coming off a couple losses though.
Yeah.
Against Providence and Xavier's.
Yeah, I mean, it's not to say it doesn't make sense for it to be this big. I just think in a game where year after year we see these teams compete in very close games from tip to finish, and Seton Hall hasn't looked great in Big East play, to say the least. I think they're 0-2, and then before that, their last couple conference games, they didn't look particularly impressive, especially when they went on the road. Even though they did beat Rutgers, I don't know if that was on the road, but that was at least not at home. They put up 45. They got smoked by Kansas, which good for them. Lost at home outright to Siena. Lost to Oklahoma. So I mean, they haven't been good whatsoever. But the 7.5 number seems still like a lot after I don't know, this Marquette team, I'm not in on them just yet. I think they're a little inconsistent. But I guess when you do have the letdown against Providence in a big game where a lot of people bet, maybe it's seeming like this is going to be a close game. I have seen the plus 7.5 pop up on the timeline quite a few times. So I mean, I'd probably lean with Marquette there. It's probably another one that I don't love, though.
Yeah. I lean Marquette as well. I hate betting on Shaka. I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
I'm not a believer in this program or him, respectfully.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I don't know if I'm ready to back Holloway in one of his – is this his first true road game in conference?
Is it?
Nah, he
I think
played
they
at
had one.
Xavier. He
Yeah,
played
he
at
played Xavier.
Xavier, and lost that game by 3. Covered that game. So he's played a game on the road in conference already, but I don't know. Seton Hall also a spec public.
Yeah.
I'm in no rush to really bet that game, which sucks because it's the only really competitive game. There is a nasty game on the board though, Jovan. I know you know what it is.
What is it?
I mean, it's Jacksonville and Notre Dame.
Yeah. Yeah. I was probably initially a little excited to bet Jacksonville in this game, but I mean, with the move kind of back to Notre Dame, I don't know if I love it. I almost might like a little nasty under here or over. I think this game kind of screams under, and with a spread this close, I kind of look at it and I think, okay, Jacksonville's defense, who is kind of the way that they hang in and win games, that's going to be how they stick in this game. That's going to be how they keep it within single digits, or even, God forbid they come out and win this game. But I just don't think Notre Dame's defense is very good. And in this situation where Jacksonville is a team who is incredibly efficient from 3, if they get some of these looks, that's going to help speed up Notre Dame offensively and kind of get this game going. So I think this total, along with that move towards Notre Dame, is creeping up a little bit, starting to see some 129.5, maybe 130 popping up here and there. I think Notre Dame's defense might be the problem. And I still kind of lean Jacksonville in the spot, but I think I'd rather go with the over.
It's tough because Notre Dame has really, really, really been struggling, right? And usually when you see a team like Jacksonville here within 10 points, right, automatically kind of piques your interest. And then you look and see that this Notre Dame team just lost to Florida State and hasn't covered in a month, right? And splits-wise, I mean, it depends where you look, but I wouldn't say that Notre Dame is extremely public. I wouldn't say Jacksonville is either. I'd say it depends where you look.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing a couple places there's more money, there's more bets on Jacksonville, and that spread has moved from 5.5 to 7.5, 8.
Yeah.
Some places. Obviously, I hate the move. I'm with you there. I wish it stayed at 5.5. If it did, I'd be on Jacksonville, no problem here. Now, this Jacksonville team is a decent team. Don't get me wrong. They're one of the oldest teams in the nation. So that's a tough team to come in and I mean, it's not going to be easy for Notre Dame, even on their home court, to take down this experienced Jacksonville team that's already played a bunch of really good teams this season.
Yeah.
So it's not a good spot. I mean, unfortunately for Mike Bray and the Irish, I find myself still rooting for this team and rooting for Mike Bray. I think he's an unbelievable coach.
Yeah,
he's from the DC area. I always root for that guy. He's got one of his worst teams he's had since I've been following the sport. And that's just facts. And I don't know if the team has enough talent to win this game by 10. I don't know if this Notre Dame has enough talent to really beat anybody by 10.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where I'm like, I still kind of want to bet Jacksonville. And that opener at 5.5, Jacksonville against Notre Dame, a Notre Dame team that's, I mean, been absolutely dominant at times in the past 2 decades in college basketball. There's been times where they've been ranked in the top 10, and they're only getting 8 points, opening up 5.5 at home against Jacksonville. Yeah. What? So it's tough. It's like my brain's conflicting. You know what I mean? With that opener and with the move.
Kind of in the same spot. I think the opener is short. At the same time, though, they have had some pretty decent respect, I guess, when they go on the road. I mean, they're only 15-point dogs against Duke on the road, 12.5 against UAB. Very good team. They got blown out in both of those games, didn't cover. So I mean, it's not anything out of the ordinary, I guess, to see them 5.5. I do think it's a little short, which is kind of keeping me around. I think there's going to be a serious barrage of threes from both of these teams, which is making me want to take the over, especially from Jacksonville, because I think Notre Dame's 3-point defense, especially like in these last couple games, has been a serious issue. Jacksonville's very efficient from 3.
Yeah, I was going to say, if that's the case.
Yeah, and
If that's the
Jacksonville,
case,
I could see them coming out in a big run to start this game, which that's why I like the over, because I think from that point on, Notre Dame's going to have to kick up the tempo a little bit, which does not play into Jacksonville's favor. So I wouldn't be shocked if they come out really hot and Notre Dame kind of wins this game towards the end. That's why I'm not running, I guess, to Jacksonville as first instead of the over too, because I don't think they win this game. I don't think there's much of a shot they win this game. I think they can cover, but I think Notre Dame wins this game.
Yeah. If this line didn't move, we'd be having a whole different convo. Blows. Yeah. I'd be saying take out a fucking loan. Yeah, and then our guy Hoove TV is saying Jack's first half. I mean, I've been taking favorites first half and dogs full game, and that's been successful of late. I feel like favorites like this in this spot first half are a good look, but you're saying you think Jacksonville comes out hot, so I'm definitely not looking to play Notre Dame first half. I might not have a play in this game at this point, which blows.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one for sure. It's probably not a game that we'd be going as deep into on a normal slate, but here we are on a nice little Tuesday with 7 games.
If Notre Dame's 3-point defense is as bad as it's been, I think Jacksonville can win this game. I mean, Kevion Nolan is shooting almost 40% from 3 this season. I mean, he's their best player. A lot of old guards on this team. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say. But never doubt Mike Bray, especially at home. That's one of the rules I live by. I've talked about that. Yeah. Never buy meat on discount at the grocery store. You always wish you paid a little bit more when you get home. It's never good quality. And never fade Mike Bray at home. Those are 2 rules I always live by. You guys know this. That's why I can't fade Jacksonville here. It sucks. Let's move to the game of the night. South Carolina State and Texas Tech. What are you thinking here?
I will not even sniff this game. Not even sniff it. Either of these games, we're talking about Texas or Texas Tech. Although I do think that I know they've been playing horrendously, but if we're talking Texas A&M Commerce, that is a lot of points. A lot of points for a Texas team who has been relatively struggling, I guess, until they got to the Lafayette game. I think that was their last game, but that's a fat spread against Commerce.
Our Commerce boys at one point were cash cows.
Yeah.
Now they're absolutely swimming in piss.
Yeah.
I mean, they're absolutely terrible. They've been getting the shit kicked out of them the last 2 or 3 weeks, dude. Like, they're atrocious.
Yeah, they're bad.
Texas might win this game by 40. Yeah, that's probably why the line's moving. That's probably why they're laying 30. And Texas has been getting back on track a little bit. I mean, is Beard back? That whole situation is crazy. He's probably spending some time with the family over the holidays. Smart.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Smart.
I'm sure.
You allowed to say that, or
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
That's all right. Attaboy Beard. Should be back after the holidays, after some family time. That's good.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, I'm not betting that game. Blows. What about hockey? They got hockey on today or what?
Yeah, we do. We got a pretty nice slate. I don't know about pretty nice bettable slate, because I think there's just a lot of entertaining games, a lot of great matchups. But, I mean, props-wise, I'm going to have to go to the grave with some of these guys in the Stars up against the Preds. That's what I'm going to have to do. And I don't like taking kind of goats, I guess, on my own accord. I just kind of tail whatever people say. But I'm just going to have to take Jason Robertson SOGs. Absolutely. I mean, guys on either wing of the first line for a team have just been absolutely torching the Preds. I mean, I was looking at some of like the last couple games. I mean, Mikko Rantanen on the right side, 13 SOGs. Patrick Kane, 9 SOGs. Over to the left, Zach Hyman, 7 SOGs. Kyle Connor, 11 SOGs. He's had 6 and 4 in the 2 games they've played this year against the Preds, which were very, very early given, but I think he's even more comfortable in that role now. And I think it's going to have to be – I would legitimately be okay with taking all 3 of those guys on the attack on the first line, whether it's him, whether it's Ropi Hintz, whether it's Joe Pavelski, whatever you want to take. I mean, I'm probably going to have to take Miro too, because, I mean, the D-men, especially the D-men on the right side against the Preds, killing it Kale McCarr feasting. He's had like 12 in 2 games, and they've played in the last week and a half. Seth Jones has 4. A couple guys I haven't even heard of have 3 SOGs. I mean, I want the over saves to come out for the Preds goalie, whoever that may be today, because I think the Stars,
Shots are getting peppered.
however the game turns out, I'm very torn on the game. I think the Preds hang around, which is kind of leading more into them continuing to pepper shots throughout the game. So I want saves for that, but I'm going to be taking a lot of these guys for SOGs for sure.
Okay. Are you going to put a half U on the Blackhawks, ML?
No.
Against the Panthers? They're plus 360, brother.
I think they're like they're the Texans. They're the Texans. That's the problem. Like, I think
Well, the Texans look like they were fucking winning games and trying to win the Super Bowl right now.
Yeah, they're the Texans before this week. I think they're not particularly trying. They're not particularly trying to win, and they're coming off of
what are they doing?
A pretty solid win for once.
What are the Texans doing?
Well, I think they're pretty. I guess they're semi locked in, unless they went out to that top draft pick. So maybe they're like, whatever happens, happens. I don't know. Shout out Malik Willis.
I mean, you talked about them being the best tanking team of all time. Next thing you know, they look like the fucking Patriots in 2015.
Maybe they are the best tanking team of all time. They're perfectly Texan-style dominant, just a little bit they can be. Just a little bit they can be.
I mean, what the fuck, dude? The Titans couldn't pull that one out?
No, I guess not.
No, I guess they couldn't. Fucking useless, bro.
Yeah.
God damn.
They've done it too many weeks in a row. They had to switch it up, I guess.
If the Texans win one of the last 2, the Bears get the first pick. Assuming the Bears lose out, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, Money Lock Bet's coming in to clear that one up. Thank you, Money Locks. Appreciate it, brother. Yeah, so I guess we'll see the Texans go back to the tanking Texans. I don't know. How have the Rangers been playing? Because seeing a team minus 160 against the Caps with how they've looked of late is interesting, I think.
Well, I mean, the Rangers have been damn near just as good.
Maybe the only other team in hockey who's as hot as the Caps right now, right?
Yeah, they've been unreal.
Great game. Great game.
So I mean,
cool.
I couldn't get mad. I don't like to just say take teams because they're at a big price, but the way both these teams are playing, I think the spread should be a little shorter. And in this situation specifically, I wouldn't be mad at taking the Caps, just because I mean they're rolling. Both these teams are rolling. I think you get a little MSG tax, and the Gens talked about it. It's kind of been mitigated, I guess, a little bit in the last little stretch of games that the Rangers have been playing well here, but they play better on the road. So I think over the course of the season, that may start to return a little bit. So I'd lean Caps, maybe a little live plus 1.5. I could see some OT.
Sure. Maybe they give up a goal first. You get them plus 1.5 live around even.
Yeah.
Go about your day.
Caps do score first quite a bit though, so I wouldn't count on that. Maybe one later in the game where they're down.
Okay. Is Oshie back? I know he was hurt for a while, came back, got hurt again. Is he playing tonight?
That's a fantastic question.
Does anybody in chat know if he's playing tonight? Because I mean that team plays different when he's in there. He's the glue. He's the glue guy. Also, how about Charleston getting cucked in the AP poll?
Yeah. How about that?
The last team out. What more do they have to do? I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah, he's out again. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Well, we're good. We're good.
But yeah, Charleston got shafted again, guys. 26th team in the country. I don't know what else to tell you. I don't know what else to tell them. I mean, what else does the committee have to see with this Charleston team? They're incredible. I really don't get it.
You know who they did finally show some respect to? Shout out to them. New Mexico's ranked. 22.
Yeah, I mean, they're undefeated. So are they still undefeated?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
Goats.
Miami made a big jump too.
They did.
Pretty sure.
Yep. West Virginia is now in the conversation. One of the more slept-on teams in the Big 12. They're playing.
Yeah, West Virginia's got a couple guys. They can score. God, what's the kid's name? Hold on. You can never sleep on Huggins, obviously.
Oh yeah.
But they've been, we know this West Virginia team wins with press, right? Press Virginia, they win with defense, they win with athletes. You think of guys like Jovan Carter, right? The old guard there who was like 40 years old playing there. And just absolute straps. Looks like he was smoking crack before the games. He had so much energy.
Yeah.
Now it's a little different, I feel like. I feel like they're a little more skilled and a little more offensive this season. I mean,
They have to be.
Yeah, and this Eric Stevenson guy, who I was forgetting his name, who doesn't look like he's averaging 15 points a game. He looks like he'd be, crunching numbers in a finance office, right? This kid is kind of a bucket. He's kind of a buck. Senior kid. He's dropping 15 points a game. He's a big boy. He can dribble, 6'4" guard. He's been great. This kid's also played at a different school every season of his career. By the way, I don't know if you knew that, but he Wichita State to Washington to South Carolina to W. I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either.
But yeah, Eric Stevenson, he's kind of been the guy. And you can never count on Bob Huggins. You can never count him out. And they still got Trey Mitchell too. They've got some decent size, and they got some older guys. Trey Mitchell and Emmett Matthews, two bigger forwards who are kind of decent, two seniors. So, yeah, WV's good. And nobody's talked about them at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the new AP poll. I don't know why I can't find it. I'm trying to find the one without ads.
I don't know if you're going to get that one, brother.
Yeah, we've been through the ringer with that, huh?
Yeah. But I mean, Goat's sitting at 18. TCU sandwiched right between Duke and Kentucky. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought? Probably you, huh?
Well, yeah, probably. I'm excited, though. It could be in either a lot of piss come Saturday, or we could be looking great. We got a first conference game against Texas Tech at home, which sucks that, we're not going to for that, but big game.
Well, you got other stuff going on that should be taking your time up just fine.
Yeah, hopefully we go 2-0. 2-0 on Saturday. Wouldn't that be nice?
That'd be cool.
That'd be heat.
Yeah, UNC snuck their way back in there at 9-4. Okay, that seems forced, but
who do they play? I want to fade them first game back in the poll.
I want to fade them every game just in general.
Yeah, why not?
I don't know, but like you're telling me 9-4 UNC this year it should be ranked over Charleston. I don't understand it. I don't.
Oh, look at that! They go play Pitt on the road on Friday. Surely that's not a trap game.
Yeah, and shout out my Hokies for losing to Boston College outright, and now they're back in the receiving vets pool. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you for never letting me. Thank you for always humbling me, Virginia Tech. I really do appreciate it. God, man, these fuckers.
It works out though. It works out. You bet on it.
Yeah, I know I bet on it, but my roommates wouldn't even let me watch the game with them. They were so mad I faded them, and then I come down smiling, and they're like throwing shit at me, like booing me when I'm walking down the stairs.
Yeah, that was the same reaction I got, not last night, I guess, but Bucks game. So I had a significant amount of money on the cards. It was not the most popular guy in the room after that one.
We'll cash that shit.
Yeah, we won too. So I mean, it worked out, I guess, a little better than Virginia Tech in the end, but
sure,
it was worth it.
Okay. So one play on ice. You're fading the Preds, one of the most disappointing teams in the NHL this year. You're going with the Stars on the road.
Not taking the Stars. I think it's going to be a pesky game. I'm just those are the props. I'm going to have to go to. Yeah, I'm going to have to go to the grave with some Robo SOGs and a couple of other guys, which not the hottest it takes, but that's what I'm going to have to roll with.
All right. Well, I bet every NBA game yesterday, and I remembered why I hate the NBA after watching it. Yeah. Pulling up these games if my fucking iPad ever works. Let's see. Come on, buddy. What do you got? God, yeah. NBA is just not as cool this time of year when they've got an NFL on during Christmas. I don't give a shit about the NBA anymore.
Stuff.
And then yesterday comes around, I don't have anything to bet on. I'm like, shit, I guess I'll just bet every NBA game. Fuck it. Next thing you know, I'm absolutely nuking the Cavs against Kevin Durant, who looks like the greatest player ever. I mean, the Nets are impeccable. Their offense right now, I watched that game. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Kevin Durant and them boys are scoring. Best offense in the NBA, from what I've been hearing. That's what my sources have been telling me. So, of course, the POD lost there. That happens when you get down a bunch of points early and you have to crawl back into a game against Kevin Durant. You're probably not going to win.
Probably
and
not.
then
Probably
shout
not.
out the Pistons for going to OT and not covering 5.5. That was awesome. Really appreciate that. Your Heat came through, though.
They did.
Don't let the Heat get hot.
Don't let them.
Houston won outright. That was cool. The Pelicans came through. Buy bad news. Buy bad news with the Heat. That shit worked. That should also. I guess it worked with the Pelicans too because they were all sick. So it worked with the Pelicans. It worked with the Heat. Buy bad news in the NBA. That shit pays, right? The Spurs covered and won outright. And the Hornets melted. I'm pretty sure they were winning and covering the entire game. And then they melted at the end. So, yep. Looks like it. So, could have swept yesterday, but we didn't. Went positive, though. Bet in every NBA game. 4-3. But that was yesterday, Jovan.
It's a new day.
Today's today. What do we got? What do we like? Anything?
I mean, this is a tough board, but I will tell you the one or the couple that have stood out to me a little bit. I think the Magic are favored against the Lakers. They've been great. They've been I think they're 8 of 10. I don't know anybody who's running to take the Lakers at plus money the way that they've looked lately. That's one that sticks out to me. The Warriors coming off of that outright win on Christmas, big emotional win over the Grizzlies after they talked a lot of trash leading up to that, especially between Clay and Dylan Brooks. Now they're only minus 4.5 on the road against the Hornets. I don't even think they reached double-digit wins yet. They've been so horrendous. And you know there's going to be no defense in that game. That total's at 240. I mean, that's going to be a big back-and-forth game that we're going to see like 135, 132 or something like that. And yes, it's at the Dubs. That's what I indeed just said. They're hosting that. That's I think looking at
No, Jovan, it's at Golden State. It's at the Dobbs.
Yeah.
No. It's at Golden State.
Oh yeah. Facts. But yeah, I mean that game. Just looking at the betting percentages and the splits, that's pretty easily the most lopsided game of the day, and I can see why. So I wouldn't be surprised for the Hornets to come out and surprise some people.
The Hornets came out and, I mean, like I just said, I mean, they had the late night game last night and they folded.
Yeah.
Back to back, only getting 4.5 points against the Warriors. Warriors are coming off an outright win on Christmas as a dog.
Yeah. Back to back.
Charlotte's terrible, by the way. They're terrible.
Yeah.
They're terrible.
Back to back off a loss too. We know that little
They're
system.
terrible. They're getting no bets.
No.
We need the Warriors to hold at 4.5. No more movement, please.
Yeah.
No more movement, please. No more. Hornets covering. Doug gets it. Let's go, Doug.
I mean, if we're talking about, I guess I'm going to have to probably be square with some NHL props today. If I'm going to be squared overall, I mean, how do I not take LaMelo Ball something? Realistically, in a game with a 240 total, there's going to be a lot of three shot, a lot of slot of possessions, a lot of high tempo. I would love to take LaMelo Ball in a game like that. And you probably have one of his biggest fans as far as his squares go, right here.
There he is, the Southwest King himself. How we doing?
Yeah,
bro. I mean, fucking. Can you hear me? 10-4s.
Yeah. You're a little quiet, but we can hear you. Yep.
How are we?
We're doing okay. Right.
Dude, what the fuck, Jovan? What are we gonna do?
I mean, mine's not canceled yet. I'm holding out hope.
Yours is not canceled?
Is yours already canceled?
Oh yeah, GG.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That shit's GG Jackson, bro.
I'm thinking I'm driving, boys.
You got to.
I mean, I have no other choice.
It's gonna suck.
It's gonna suck major balls, dude.
Oh, it's gonna suck so much, dude. Oh no.
You know what would really help though is if we can get a fucking greened out goblin today, boys.
Yeah. Let's get this guy on a goddamn plane. You've got 24 hours to come up with an incredible amount of coin to get yourself on a new plane. I feel like that's the only other way.
Yeah.
I just get Trent in the air.
Southwest can actually lick the backside of my nuts. Fuck them. Fuck them. Fuck them, dude. I'm so pissed off, bro.
I don't understand how do you just snap your fingers and just cancel a bunch of flights? I don't understand how do they get away with that?
I don't know. I think they were just like, fuck it. We're in shambles and we have no other choice.
We're out of planes.
Yeah.
I don't want to take away from the crafting of surgicals, so
hey, we'll put nuts on the table right here. I know you've been in the lab for the past 6-7 hours, no sleep.
I know. I sold on you yesterday, bro. I mean, Damian Lillard, 1 of 9 from 3. What can you do?
Can't make it up.
Oh,
Can't make it up.
Yeah, my super guts yesterday full faded. Can't make it up. I was supposed to be actually courtside tonight at the fucking Thunder game, but then I saw who they were playing. I'm like, just get me the fuck home. Just get me home.
Dude.
The fucking Spurs, dude. And SGA's at 31.5.
Yeah, well, the Spurs are probably going to win that game.
Don't
let the Spurs get hot. They're getting 7 points.
7 points?
It's kind of a fat spread for OKC. I'm not going to lie to you.
Dude, that's way too big, bro. I wouldn't hate the Spurs winning this game. The thing with the Thunder is if they're 7-8 point dogs, that's when you take a money line. But if they're ever, I don't think I've seen the Thunder favored by 7.5. And
that's why I'm saying I think OKC might roll. Like why? Yeah, OKC laying 7. They shouldn't be laying 7 to anybody. You know what I mean? I think they win big.
I don't think they've had a spread this big since fucking Kevin Durant was on the floor.
Fucking KD, man. Well, are people betting on them?
Hey, the Spurs
46% of bets. Yeah, Spurs are coming off an outright win.
Total's high as hell too. It's almost touching 240. It's going way short of that.
Little SGA LaMelo two-piece.
Oh,
yeah,
absolutely.
Yes.
I mean, I honestly don't hate. I mean, I hate square bets with a passion, but I mean, who the hell else is going to score for Charlotte tonight if they're going to cover and win when they're this short of a dog against the Warriors? Who else is scoring for them?
Yeah, hanging 3.5 threes for LaMelo.
Do we take the system play? And if so, who would it be on the Warriors for rebounds? Is it Looney or Draymond Green?
It's a great question. I mean, I would think it would have to be Looney because I would assume that Draymond's going to be on PJ Washington, who is going to play a little more on the perimeter. He also has 1.5 threes up today, so I think it would have to be Looney.
Yeah, wait.
Looney's rebounds prop too is weirdly high.
Well, they're all really high against the.
Let me see if I can pull this up real quick. It's looking like a guy's prop that I'd want to take.
Looney?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely catching on. It doesn't matter who the center is. The line against the Hornets is always going to be higher than what it normally is. Last night, Nurkic was a red-out goblin, and he soared over.
I was on that one.
Yeah.
I like that one. But, yeah, I would probably say Looney. Also looking at, I don't know if you want to go back to the Draymond's chart, but he had 13 boards on Christmas, and he's hanging 7. So I would assume that means that he's going to be on PJ, or he's not going to have the chances that Kevin Looney is going to have.
What the fuck? They got Draymond up for 3.
Yeah, they do. He's back. He's going to bang.
He's been shooting them, hasn't he? I'm looking at his chart. He's got some green on there.
Yeah, just a little
bit. He
had
a game in December with 3 threes. I didn't even know he shot them like that anymore.
I got to shout out Mush for this red goblin he found on Twitter. Look at Halliburton's rebounds. It's at 3.5, and he averages 1.
Doesn't even sniff that.
I'll give Mush credit too. He is Halliburton's either number 1 fan or worst enemy. I don't know if he's making money or not, but he's always in check with Halliburton's props and stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, that's weird. Like,
hopefully we get some bricks today too. I kind of like the Pacers. Get some bricks today from the Hawks. Halliburton snags.
What's up with this prop? This is just weird.
Apparently, it's always at 3.5.
Is it?
Dude, he can't buy a bucket right now. I put him in 2 super goats the last 2 weeks. And both times 0 for double digits from the field, bro.
Damn, bro.
Last night 0 for 10 from the field, and then he made a layup, started cooking for a little bit, blue balled me.
Mm.
Yeah. He dropped 40 and 30 before last night. Classic.
Yeah. What was
Hilarious.
his line out last
Taken.
night?
I took his points plus assists at 29, and he was probably going to hit it if they weren't losing by 40.
That's the thing about NBA. Blowouts fuck up everything, huh?
They
Yeah.
do, yeah.
The Pelicans had him in a living hell yesterday.
In prison. Absolute prison.
Breedlove, non-SOGs, RoboCop.
I'm taking Robo today. Even if
You are?
Even if it's the taco.
Jovan said he's going to take every player on the Stars today. Every single player's propped over. I was like, what is going on?
I'm taking Robo. I'm taking Hints. I'm taking probably Mason Marchment. Probably take Miro Heiskanen. Take them all. I might even mess around and take Pavelski.
Dude, you see Mikko Rantanen's on for a goal scorer?
Oh, yeah. He's never up there. I'll probably dabble with that. That's like when Tage Thompson was up for the first time.
Dude, I've never seen Mikko Rantanen to score a fucking goal.
Yeah.
What, you think he scores or doesn't score?
I think he does, especially when you have Pasternak, Matthews, and McDavid are the other three that are up for a goal, and they're up every single time they play.
Yeah.
So I'd be down for that.
I might have to take his SOGs.
Yeah.
Dude, he had 15 or 13 SOGs when he was in the Super Guts the other night.
I know, and that's why I'm taking some of the guys in the Stars because they were playing the Preds that day.
Oh. So
he had 13. I think there was a couple other big ones like Kyle Connor, who's on the left. He had 11. Like they've had so many guys just go off. Kane had like 9, I think it said. I mean, I'll be rolling with it. I'll be taking. I mean, I guess number one play would have to be Robo or just keep it simple with the saves when they put that line up for Preds goalie, whoever that may be.
Oh, that's smart. That's smart.
I think they're hammering the boy today.
You know,
Jovan,
go ahead.
What's your thought process for these goal scorers who are up? I feel like, I mean, are they bait? I mean, Matthews is up every day. Right?
All of them are up every day except for Rantanen. So, like, I don't know. I don't know if any of these are particularly bait. If I had to pick one of the 3 square ones to hit, I'd probably take McDavid because I like the over in that game. So, not really 100 on any of these.
Okay.
Dude, LeBron is in his bag right now.
He is.
I saw a video of him like faking to be tired, like on the 3-point arc. He was like,
yeah,
and then he just like goes to the rack really quick.
Yeah.
And I'm like, holy fuck, dude! Like he's like tricking people.
Yeah. Ooh.
The dude is still in his bag. We got some sub bangs. Sure, we can.
So, you know what's really interesting now that I look at the points, the points side? Patrick Kane is up for a point when they're facing the Canes, who are minus 480. So I don't know why he's up for a point. Like that 1, not a half. 1.
Ooh, Seth Jones. That dude's been ripping puck.
He has been ripping. He's been absolutely
ripping. What's your theory about points on Prize Picks for hockey, where it's set at 1, like Ovechkin?
I love the ones because those, I mean, they have a lot of push potential, but they usually mean that a guy's scoring a point. So, like, I like Ovechkin. I like Patrick Kane because that one's really weird going up against Kochetkov. And, like, you look at that game, Canes are almost minus 500. Blackhawks haven't been scoring really all year, but especially lately, minus their last game. I don't know why he would be up for a point in a game where you look at that and say they might get shut out. And looking at this too, the saves line is really, really low, so there's going to be very limited shots. So why are they hanging a 1 for Patrick Kane? It's really strange.
They have 1 for Kane? Oh my God, they do.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Oh, McDavid 1.5.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Jamie Benn is greened out. Bro, last time Jamie Benn was greened out and we went to the game, dude was doing cardio, bro. But he is greened out. Wow.
Canes give up goals, though. Philly tucked 5. Ronta gave up goals. Chekhov has not been giving up goals. He's that guy. He's him. Absolutely everything.
Jamie Benn is a gobbler. Oh my, Kane is minus 180. I like where we're headed.
That's a lot for a game I look at and I see they are. I mean, I've heard a lot of people just saying in the comments or on Twitter they might score 1 goal, if that.
Yeah, see, Breedlove knows. Breedlove
knows. Yeah.
I'm hearing our guy LaMelo Ball has hit his 3-point prop in 9 straight games.
Dude, ever since he came back, he's been at, like, his point line has always been 21, soaring over that. Then they bump it to 22. It's not even coming close, soaring the fuck over. Then they bump it to 23 last night for the first time and still soared over.
Yeah.
He shoots like double-digit threes every game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, he's the only player on their team that can score the basketball. Let's not kid ourselves.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't think I've ever actually wanted to go and take a greened out gob, but I just might.
Are you looking to take that 3-point prop, Jovan?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I'm just gonna have to.
I mean, the total's 240. There's not a lick of defense being played. It's LaMelo versus Steph Curry. You know he's going to want to be jacking up threes, or he's going to be shooting them. Are they going in? That's the question.
That is the question.
It's a question if that we knew we wouldn't be here. We'd be in Fiji's, but it's going to be – he's going to want to put on a show.
Yeah.
It's not on TV, but it's in Golden State against Steph Curry. He's going to want to put on an absolute clinic.
Steph's not playing.
He's not even playing. Yeah.
He's been out for a while now. He's probably.
But I like it too because the Warriors, I know they have a bunch of guys out, but they're coming off that win in Christmas where Jordan Poole went fucking nuts.
Yeah.
And won outright. So you're selling high with the Warriors there. With them coming off that big win, the Hornets just blow.
Yeah.
Total 240 points got to come from somewhere. It's not coming from Plumlee. Is he still the center there?
Somehow.
Is Plumlee still holding it down in the paint for the Hornets?
I would assume so. I mean, enough to the point where the rebounds against them are free every time. So he's doing what he can.
You ever seen that guy try to shoot a free throw?
Yeah. He's been shooting mid-range with lefty too.
He shoots them one-handed now. Yeah. What's up, Trap?
Is Mikko Rantanen worthy of Super GOAT status despite playing the Yotes tonight? And are the Yotes going to put up a fight, bro?
I mean, that line is a little, maybe a tad short. Maybe
what is the line?
It's +2 or -235, so that's +1.5 territory.
I'm seeing -215.
Well, same thing.
Yeah,
it's well within there. So, with his SOGs, seems like, I guess from the chat, that it's leading in the taco vote. Maybe he just scores and goes under that, or at least goes under his OG line.
Yeah. Fuck.
Cool guy. I like Mikko.
LeBron, LaMelo, SGA, Matthews, RoboCop, Rantanen.
That is the most corporate super goats, and I hate that I don't hate it. I despise it.
I mean, after what we saw yesterday on Public Monday, it probably continues today.
Was yesterday Public Monday? What happened?
I don't know, man. I just
like nothing yesterday.
Just getting shafted left and right. I'm gonna just call it Public Monday.
Bro, I got shafted.
I bet every NBA game yesterday because I was bored. There was no CBB on. Another misfire by college basketball. A great opportunity to have games on.
Yeah.
I just remember why watching the NBA, I want to rip my fucking eyes out of my head. It's like 20-point leads just don't matter, and I forget that. It's like, why even turn the TV on? Don't even turn it on. Don't even watch. It's incredible.
Yeah. Is there any CBB on today?
There is, and it's disgusting.
It's
terrible. Terrible games.
Games. Let's just call it what it is. It sucks.
Terrible games. Fuck. There's one game, Seton Hall versus Marquette, which is an okay game. And I'm hoping a bunch of people come on your stream and pitch Seton Hall. I hope they do.
That'll be nice.
Because the rest of the games are Dick Butt versus Ballsack. It's not cool. And after watching Nick Foles throw 3 picks yesterday, I need to hit some bets.
Wait, I don't know why. DraftKings usually doesn't put like Seton Hall on the board, but they played today?
They do.
I only see Jacksonville, Notre Dame, Texas A&M, Texas, and Texas Tech. They all play today, right?
They do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. Then the Seton Hall game, that's it.
There's like maybe one other game or one or two, maybe.
South Carolina State game, late night.
That's Texas Tech, right?
That is
Yeah.
Texas Tech. Yeah. Yeah, there's literally 5 games on today. So,
Yeah.
So
It
you're
is what it
stuck.
is.
You're stuck with the professionals today, huh?
I gotta just tell the guys. Great.
You gotta roll with it. Gotta roll with it.
Great. I'm stuck tailing the professionals.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about this happening again. Or
Yeah, surprise,
oh.
surprise. Surprise, surprise.
I didn't know that was boosted. I was. You can't make it up, bro. The goat whale. I mean, goat whale had an unbelievable weekend.
it did.
Despite the 2 bozos that are selling it.
Don't let the go well get hot.
We need a Derrick Henry touchdown for the tuck in, and we're done.
And then we're what? What are we? Are we at least
We
like breaking even, or
We go 3 of 5.
okay? So you get a little bit of coin back. Okay,
Yeah.
that plays.
Yeah.
Sure.
Speaking of the goat whale, one of the reasons I'm banned on Twitter is because of the goat whale video.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you get more context on that shit?
It's because of the copyright music. It's literally the reasoning. I got an email on Christmas Day saying we took down the goat whale video. I'm like, all right, sure.
We got him.
We got him.
Like, shouldn't you guys be worrying about, maybe taking down bad people stuff?
Yeah, I mean, there's so much stuff on Twitter.
Whatever, man. I guess. Yeah. Well, they're not worried about that. They're worried about your goat whale video.
Yeah.
Worried about what
ridiculous.
And everyone on Twitter is not back in the office till tomorrow, so there's nothing I can do about it until then.
Okay.
Next, you're gonna hear that their flight's gonna be canceled. They can't work on any of your stuff. They're not gonna be there.
Nah, Elon will get them on a fucking spaceship or something, or he'll get them in some Teslas. He'll get them back to the office. Okay.
Teleport there.
Holy shit, man. Okay, I watch Twitter porn every day, but they're worried about the Go Well video. All right, thank you, Tay and chat for sharing that.
Dude, there's like straight up people just dying on Twitter. Like I've seen so many insane videos, and here we are worried about a song.
Yep, they don't mess around with those clips, bro. They don't.
No.
When you get too big and they start taking that shit down. I mean, the Just Baseball Twitter, which is not as big as your account, but Fox made them they banned their account because they were posting their videos. Like, they don't fuck around with that stuff.
Wait, who?
The Just Baseball Twitter a couple months ago got suspended because they were posting clips from Fox, MLB, and they never got their account back. They had to restart.
POD Pete?
Yeah.
Yeah, not his personal account, but the Just Baseball account, the OG account. Like, they just had to restart it. It's a new account now.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn.
They're not messing around, dude.
I didn't know that.
Super bait. Yeah.
That's so
super
smooth.
bait.
All right, well, I'll let you guys wrap up and finish cooking, doing what you're doing. I didn't mean to fucking hop in.
I mean, we have literally nothing to do today, so you're good.
Yeah,
you're good.
We should.
But you got Surge running up here in a couple minutes?
Yeah.
Word. All right, bro. Well, we'll get the vibes up. We'll hit some bets today. But, yeah, professionals only pretty much today. So
yeah.
I'll be watching. I'll be fading stream. All right? Do your job.
All right, we'll be sees.
Peace, brother. Word. Look at that transition. Sure you can.
Clean.
Sure you can. Yeah, free Trent, man. Jesus, dude. I don't get it. Corey likes Jacksonville tonight. Corey, I liked him too until that line moved 3 points, brother. Hey, maybe we'll get some late line movement towards Jacksonville and I'll hop back in. But, that's one of my life rules. It's rule number 2. Never fade Mike Bragg at home. I live by that rule. It's never done me wrong. Okay. Tell us about the family meet. I mean, yeah, I survived. It wasn't anything crazy. I just went to my girl's place and they asked me what I did for a living. Sports media. Bada bing, bada boom. We're in there like swimwear. Okay. I kill it with the parents. Come on. I put on my little professional attire. We're good to go. All right. We talk about stuff other than sports, which for me, honestly, is kind of tough.
Yeah, there you go. There
We
you go.
Okay. Trust in NBA, sure. Yeah, fuck the NBA, bro.
Yeah, there's not much you can do at this point. We got a couple days to get through. We just got to grind through.
Yep.
Hoping it's public Tuesday, Corey. Because I'm honestly on more public sides than not
did
right now.
John's body get taken? Is this you have a twin brother? You weren't telling me about or something? It's your square version or something. He's home for the holidays. You gave him your sweatshirt to hop on or something. What's going on here?
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta play the side you think's gonna win. Sometimes
Yeah.
in slates like this, you can't get too contrarian. You gotta switch it up a little bit.
100%. You just got to pick bets to win. Plain and simple.
Yeah.
TCU biggest bet of the year for Jovan? Question mark from our guy
It
Pega.
was at the start of the year. They're over win total, but I will not have as much money as I had on that for this game. Keep it to like 5 units.
Okay. Yeah, Paulo's points prop is a taco. Do you like that today?
I kind of do though. But I'm not gonna take it.
He's different. Like he's unbelievable.
Their whole team has just been playing insane. Like we were talking about a little bit earlier. I think they've won 8 of 10. Like they're playing really, really well. They're starting to mesh, especially him. I think he's kind of finding his own, and he's going against Braun, which I don't know if they're going to be consistently matched up or whatever it's going to be, but he's going to want to play well in that game.
Orlando is a favorite against LeBron James tonight.
They've been really good, though. So that's what's keeping me away.
Remember when Brock Purdy was a favorite against the GOAT? And remember the 49ers were really good too? What happened there?
Well, that's different, though, because like the 49ers are overall, I think the gap is a little wider. When we're talking about them and the Bucks than maybe the Lakers and the Magic. I don't know. That total does also look a little high in that game. I don't know. Tickets are split.
Bert in chat, can you do me a favor if you have a minute? Go back and look at DeMarcus Sharp's game log and see if he was shooting threes against TCU. Sorry, Javon. And a couple other of the good teams that they played against this year. I know they played a couple real schools this year already. See if he's been shooting threes against the big teams. I get a little bit worried taking guys like that who don't really shoot that many threes against big name schools. I feel like the hoop looks a little farther away than it normally would when you're playing a school like Baylor or TCU.
Yeah. I can tell you he was not shooting threes against TCU. I know
he's not a 3-point shooter.
Well,
you guys also play good defense.
Yeah, there's this other guy. There's this. I think it was Black, Jamonte Black, who had like 8 threes in that game.
Shit,
killed us. I
mean, people forget they won outright.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Let's forget that.
I mean, we just lost to Boston College. I don't know which one's worse. Like, genuinely.
Yeah, I mean, honestly. At least Boston.
They own us, though. I told you they owned us, though, dude. Like,
oh yeah, I know.
Boston College. But who wins that game? BC and against Northwestern State on a neutral court. Who wins that game?
Probably I'd say Northwestern State. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
Although it'd be the battle of 2 pretty good guards in Langford and Sharp. That'd honestly be a pretty decent game to watch.
Yeah, what? Really well.
0 for 2 total in those 3 games. There you go, Bert. If anything, Bert, I would take that under. I don't think he's shooting threes. That kid is tiny. And when you're that small playing against a good team, that hoop looks a little bigger and farther and taller than it normally would against Dick Butt State.
Do they have Jamonte Black props up?
Take a peek.
They do.
Wow.
And if we're talking about people who are chucking in these big games, he shot 23s against Baylor. He shot 17 threes against TCU. He shot 16 threes against Texas Tech. Attempts. 5 for 20, 7 for 13, 4 for 16. So he doesn't have a 3-point prop up, I don't think, but 11.5 points for a guy who's going to be chucking that much.
All right, I'm putting in my notes. I'm going to dig into it. I want to make sure. I want to check his charts and see if everything's accurate because
I'm not even looking at the charts, but if I looking at his like shots attempted, he has no games where he has more than like all of his games are like 7, 6, 7, 8 threes, and only these games are he in double digits. Those and then there's like one Louisiana Monroe game. He's at 16 attempts, 13 attempts, 17 attempts, 20 attempts. against these bigger teams and Louisiana Monroe. So, like, if there's anybody who's just wanted to play against these big teams, it's him.
Is that LMU you're talking about?
Yeah, Louisiana Monroe.
Okay.
Not LMU. I think they're ULM.
Different. I'm thinking of a different team.
It's Loyola Marymount.
Yes, that team's
Louisiana Monroe is ULM.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Damn, Prize Picks Poppy. Did the Alvarado free throw hit? I honestly I didn't even pay attention to it because Nick Foles threw 3 picks.
I had that in.
How many did he have? You have 2? You have 1?
I think he had 1.
Holy shit.
That was early, so yeah, he had 1.
Wow. All right. That plays. Damn, I thought it was going to be free when they announced that he was starting.
Yeah.
Good shit, Prize Picks Poppy. Thanks for telling, brother. Hope you didn't tell the Nick Foles under a pick, because if you did, actually, if you did, you wouldn't be thanking me for that other prop. You'd be probably cursing me out. So I guess I know you didn't take it. I need 1 NBA banger. If you had to take 1 NBA bet today, Jovan, what are you taking?
Oh, I mean, to be honest with you, it would probably have to be the Hornets. It's gross, but it's the most lopsided game of the day. The Warriors' big emotional win on Christmas Day. The Hornets coming back-to-back off a loss, only 4.5-point underdogs with a super high total. Probably have to be them.
Peg, I owe you a winner, bro. Hope you had a good holiday too, bro. Hope you guys all had a good holiday. Okay. Let me know what was the coolest thing you guys got for Christmas. Let me know.
Yeah.
And don't say fucking winning bet. Let me know what you actually got. Ty, what's good, brother? Sixers, Wizards over. I mean, yeah, dude, that's a square play that makes a lot of sense that I could get behind. Not a lick of defense being played in that game. You know who's probably going to have 40 points in that game?
Who?
James Harden.
I could see that.
James Harden owns us.
He does.
And we don't guard guards. And especially guards in the paint. We can't guard either. And you know Harden likes getting to the rack. And you know Harden's going to be making some threes against our shit defense too. So I'm not saying the Wizards don't cover or win this game, but I will say a square play. If we're giving out square plays we like today, Jovan, I mean, that over is one as well. I think there's going to be points going left and right, straight up. And Brad plays well against the Sixers too. Usually they're pretty high scoring games. Ty, I'm assuming you agree with that take. I'm pretty sure my guy's a Wizards fan, and he's watched the series a lot. At least I have, and it's always high scoring, close, and zero defense. Yeah, Monty Morris couldn't guard a parked car, brother. Yes, you're correct. He's terrible.
That's a fact.
Him and Will Barton have been atrocious. I was so excited for them. They've been terrible. There's no chance they put Monty Morris on Harden. I mean, barbecue chicken alert if they do. Barbecue chicken alert. Yeah. There's no fucking way they do that, for the love of God. I hope they put Denny on him.
That would be
Denny Avdia plays defense.
That would be not great for the rest of their team. That would be tough.
I mean, then we take every other player's prop over.
Yeah, I mean, that would be nightmare matchups pretty much everywhere else on the floor.
Sure. I was excited for Will Barton. Denver bets, man. When you're a Wizards fan, there's not much to get excited about ever. So, yeah, when you're making a trade and getting Will Barton and Monty Morris, you do get a little excited.
Yeah.
Denny's day today, well, fuck, if he's out, I like the over even more. He's the only guy on our team who even knows what the word defense even is. Seriously.
Yeah.
Good thing we brought in our coach, Wes Unseld's son, to come in and shore up this defense. He's done a great job of that. If his last name wasn't Unseld, he would not be the coach of the Wizards right now. Sorry, he wouldn't.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
He's been terrible, dude. And 2 years, hot starts, pissed him away. It was way worse last year, but this year too, man. They lost 10 games in a row.
Yeah.
Yeah, our coach was supposed to teach defense. That's literally why we brought him in, to help with defense. And he's been ass. Fuck.
It's
76ers usually start off slow defensively, and then they start clamping as the game goes on. Well, good luck clamping the fucking Wizards, because those Bulls can fucking score. They don't play any defense though. We got a sub bang.
There we
Let's
go.
Who did it?
There we
Show
go.
them. Show yourself. Show yourself. Who did it? Yeah, Lord Scott Brooks was probably even a worse coach, which is impressive. He was terrible.
Yeah, talk about that.
Okay, here's a long ass question. Bet on tennis player to win. Had a bogey will give me best margins. This season starting in a few days. Good best margin. Market flow or some temporary. I don't even know what the hell that means.
I wish I could tell you. I have no clue. Absolutely.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm sorry, brother. I wish I could help you. I don't know tennis like that, brother.
Oh, trademark.
I'm sorry, my man.
I'll tell you, that's probably going to be the prize picks. A little entry.
Yeah, I wrote that shit down. I like that.
Yeah, we're more than discussing it.
Make sure that Draymond plays though, because
I don't think it matters though. I think
okay.
Draymond being out for that rebound prop would even help.
Well, it would make an incredible amount of sense. It would make sense.
Well, he's listed for 15,000 props now.
I think he's going to play. He's probable.
Well, I'm saying even if he ends up not playing, they're going to have to adjust that line because the lines that are up now are including.
It's a good point.
Playing
the lines, yeah, you're right. Okay.
But
with this Monty Morris slander, he's going to drop 20 tonight. Yeah, should we put Monty Morris in the fucking prize picks too?
I was looking at that because I don't pay attention to the NBA board much at all, so I mean people can fill me in. But let me know if his points is very consistently up.
Oliver, I love that. I love Harden over points and assists. I like him for over everything. PRA, fuck it, fantasy, whatever. He's gonna have a legacy performance tonight. James Harden, hasn't he been getting chirped a little bit too?
Yeah, a little bit. Been selling a lot of people, and not. I guess it wasn't just points, but assists or whatever people have been taking.
A lot of talk about him wanting to go back to Houston, coming out and saying that during a 10-game win streak, which is a little weird.
Yeah.
I think he goes off tonight against a terrible defense. He went off on Christmas. He's going to go off again today in DC against a terrible, terrible defense.
I'm with it.
All right. What else do we want to put in the squad, Rod? Do you want to put in Charlotte?
Yep. I want to put in Charlotte.
We want to put in
probably the over in the Flames Oilers game, over 6.5.
Is that your favorite play on ice?
Yeah.
Okay.
Say it is. I'd say so. It's weird because like that game, you think of it, I know Flames have been playing horrendously really lately, but 2 times they played this year have either pushed or gone under, which is really strange in a track meet game like that. I think we finally get one today.
Looney's board got bumped up to 8.5. Nice.
I thought that's what I saw it out initially.
I have 7.5.
Really? I mean, I'd still take it anyway.
Damn. Okay. We got Charlotte plus 4.5. We got Edmonton over 6.5. What else?
You like the over in that Coastal game?
Yeah, let's go to college footballs. Well, I like ECU -7. I'd prefer to take that.
Okay.
It was always 8.5.
That's what I thought.
All right. It was always 8.5. Okay. You guys are right. ECU, I would like to put in -7. I think that's my favorite play on the board, and it's looking like the juice is starting to move that way again, which is good. Maybe it'll close at 7.5 where it opened.
Yeah, I didn't realize that total went up a touchdown. Jeez. I know it's probably McCall,
but 6 points, but yes. Yeah.
Yeah, I see 7 now. 66.5.
Holy fuck.
Grayson McCall's getting bumped on prize picks too.
Fuck. One last legacy performance for the kid?
Maybe. Maybe.
Damn. Well, this is why I want to take ECU. I mean, you already know that.
Yeah. I mean, I know.
Does that scare you off ECU spread, though? You want to go with the over?
I mean, I wasn't particularly crazy about the move down to 7
Mm-hmm.
in the first place. It's like I probably like the over more, but I am really cool with either of them.
Okay. Well, we both like Wisconsin spread, right?
Yeah.
Why don't we put that in for now?
Yeah.
Let's go -4.5.
Yep.
Okay. CBB, anything?
I mean, put the over in Jacksonville in there. That would be my vote. Or over in South Bend. But
Let's see.
it's definitely not my favorite. Probably my least favorite.
Yeah, we might not be putting in CBBs today, boys.
Yeah. Wouldn't be against that at all.
I'll be honest with you, man. I want to put in the Magic.
The Magic.
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. I'm not gonna lie to your face. I'm gonna say right to your face. I want to put them in.
Put it in. If you love it, put it in. Support it.
Okay. What could go wrong? In the GOAT.
Yeah.
I mean, Magic -3.5 against the GOAT is crazy. It's crazy.
If you had to bet one team to cut down the Nets come March, who is it?
If I had to bet on one team right now,
Price considered.
yeah, is Price considered? Is it?
You can consider Price.
Why don't we do both? Why don't we do Price considered and not considered? And we don't have enough time for that.
Yeah.
Price not considered, I would probably go with Purdue. Obviously, not a hot take.
Yeah.
Price considered, Bama, UVA, maybe.
I think Price considered. I could even say Purdue.
Really?
So I see
I
plus
don't
1700.
I don't even have the odds up. I'm raw dogging it.
It's weird. They're plus 1700, which is below Texas, Kentucky, Kansas. I mean, they're sitting bottom end of the top 10 in odds, which is weird.
The fuck?
I think also Price considered. I know they haven't been great, but Duke is sitting plus 2,500. I mean, that's
damn
fat. I think they at least get there. I think they would be a good Final Four bet if we're talking about that. Yeah. But best team, most complete team right now is no question UConn until proven otherwise.
Agreed. And when they're undefeated going into the tournament, I'm going to be looking to fade them.
Yeah, probably. It's going to be a Kentucky situation. I like the TCU love in the chat. That's what I love to see.
Sure.
Good stuff. Handyman and get busy.
Sure. All right. We need one more play. We got Charlotte plus 4.5. We got the Edmonton Calgary over 6.5. We got Wisco -4.5. We got the Magic -3.5. You got one more play or no?
Just send it with that. Running out of time.
Yeah, we are running out of time. We'll get that up. Our guy Josh, you'll get that fired up. Bada bing, bada boom. Go vote. Go, 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 go. Go, go, go. Hope you guys had a good holiday. Back to business stuff.
Yeah.
Back to business. Go vote. Hurry up. We got 30 seconds. Go, go, go. God, I don't know what the heck I'm voting for.
Yeah.
Probably Wisco. I like Charlotte, though, a lot, too.
Yeah, it's hard to hit.
I think all those plays hit, though.
Yeah. I actually like those set of plays. I like it.
Parlay all the picks. Big acid. Responsibly. I don't hate it.
A little spring job.
Chad, I hope you guys had a great holiday. Hope you had some family time. Hope you had some relaxation. And I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you're not working too hard this week as we come closer to New Year's. And then we start the new year next year where we're absolutely attacking and we're going to be bigger, faster, stronger, better, and bigger going into the next year. Okay? Now the Lakers would win. Come on, Danny. No. Damn, that total, the Calgary Edmonton total is fighting for its life right now. That might win.
It is.
That might win. Go vote. Hurry up. We're about to wrap this up. Chat. Appreciate you guys coming. All right.
Oh, sure.
Good luck on your bets tonight. Happy Tuesday. All right. We're shutting this shit down. Our guy Trent taking over. Let's get some W's in chat for Trent. He had another fucking surgical parlay this weekend. Surgical 6. Sure he can. Chat, we'll be seeing. Stay posted for who wins the squad ride. Keep voting. All right. Keep voting. GG's. Be safe.